Fun Kelly fact for the day: my air conditioner has stopped working and I am slowly wasting away. Hello WordNerds, happy Monday and welcome back to the wonderful world of ink slinging, where we talk about all things writing. Today I wanted to get a little bit into podcasts, specifically those that can help you improve your craft or plotting or grammar. There are so many fantastic podcasts out there. It's something I've been getting really into recently, but there are just so many hours in the day and more podcasts than I could ever even imagine, and they all have a lot of great things to offer. So today I'm going to help you narrow down which podcasts I think would be most helpful for you. You can find all of these on iTunes and probably other places, but I've only ever done podcasts on iTunes, so hopefully this is at least somewhat helpful for all of you. If you aren't familiar with or haven't listened to a podcast before, the big benefit is that it's all audio, so you can listen to it in the background and kind of learn as you go, as you're driving or laying in bed or cleaning or not. Today I'm going to give you details on 3 different writing podcasts, all covering different topics or different formats or whatever, but if you want to see what else is out there, just open up iTunes, go to podcasts, and search for writing and see what comes up, because you will find hours and hours and hours of information. The first podcast I'm going to talk about is Grammar Girl, Quick and Dirty Tips for Better Writing. As you may have guessed, this podcast covers more of the fundamentals of writing, a lot of grammar, basics of the English language, and all of that knowledge stuff that I can never seem to retain. There are already almost 500 episodes of this podcast, and the vast majority of them are under 20 minutes, so you can get a lot of really useful, helpful information really quickly. The question is how much of it you're actually going to hang on to, so the big thing I would recommend for this podcast is taking notes. Even if all you decide to do is listen to one of these podcast episodes every week, eventually you'll end up with far more grammar and English information than your average bear. And as much as some of us hate dealing with all of that grammar stuff when it comes to writing a book, the reality is that it's really useful information to have. So check out Grammar Girl and see if you end up retaining any new information that can help make your writing even better. This next one is one I really need to make myself listen to more because I love it every time I actually sit down and listen to it, and these ones are also usually under 20 minutes as well, and that is Writing Excuses, which is hosted by Brandon Sanderson, Mary Robinette Cowell, Dan Wells, and Howard Taylor. So there is a great group of authors hosting this show, and you get a lot of really, really useful information that covers a huge range of topics. One week they might be talking about plotting, and then the next they'd go to a broader topic like disability in fiction. And they also do things like writing prompts and interviews, so there's a whole ton of information to get from this in very small doses. So it's a good way to just get yourself going in writing at the beginning of a day, or when you're starting out a new project, or just need that extra boost of creativity. And finally, we've got First Draft Podcast with Sarah Ennie. Basically, Sarah traveled across the country and interviewed a variety of YA authors as she went. Megan cannot talk enough about this podcast, and I've listened to a few myself, and they really are so amazing. Not only is there a lot of great writing content, but there's also just a lot of fun information about some of your favorite YA authors. Sarah has interviewed everyone from Veronica Roth to Murray Liu to Libba Bray and so many other authors. So even though these podcasts do take a little bit longer to get through, they're not only educational but so inspirational, and I cannot recommend them enough. Alright, that's it for me on the topic of podcasts, but don't forget that Y'all Fest tickets go on today, so if you're thinking of joining us in Charleston in November, which is going to be amazing because all of the Word Nerds are going to be there, you can get your tickets now. Happy reading, happy writing, and I'll see you next time.